Hello, St. Marians. Welcome back once again in economics classes. And today we are going to discuss about concepts of marginal cost and relationship between AC and MC. So, students, before going this topic, I want to remind you that you have to prepare the project work as I have given you yesterday. So, keep it in mind that all the students will not have the same project. That variation should be there in the projects. If you are making the same project, then it may be problem for you, because that originality of that project will not be there. So try to prepare the different project and don't copy from others. If you are copying the project from others, it means that value of your project will be zero. So try to use your own prudence and try to make it original product, not that copy and paste product. So let us start today's project. We are going to discuss about marginal cost today and relationship between AC and MC. Already we have discussed about average cost and total cost. So today we are going to start marginal cost. So if we are going to discuss about marginal cost, then what is marginal cost already we have discussed was, but once again we are going to discuss here that addition to the total cost as one more additional unit is being added in the output. So what does it mean? It means that if suppose that number of unit presently is 10, so if we are adding one more unit in that output, then whatever the change in the total cost, that is known as marginal cost. So it is very clear by the formula MCN is equal to TCN minus 1, means final one minus previous one in total cost, then we can find out the marginal cost. So easy to understand. For example, that final total cost is there 150 and previous one was there 120, so marginal cost will be 150 minus 120 is equal to 30. So that is the concept to find out the marginal cost. So I hope you understood. Once again I am reminding that additional to the total cost as one more unit of output is produced, or as well as that number of quantity produced increases per unit, whatever the change in the total cost, that is known as marginal cost. So we can understand that change in the total cost upon change in quantity produced is known as marginal cost. So I think so it is clear to everyone what is marginal cost. So let us discuss about that marginal cost curve. So MC curve is U-shaped, but one thing more we will discuss, that any level of output can be calculated by taking that the slope of the total cost curve corresponding to the level of output. So as we have discussed that change in total cost upon change in quantity produced, we can find out the marginal cost. So any point of the curve we can find out MC by the change in total cost. So let us discuss few points about this curve. First point we are going to discuss that marginal cost has do nothing with the fixed cost. So here you have to keep in mind that marginal cost is totally depend on variable cost. Why I am saying so? Because that fixed cost is fixed for every unit and variable cost is going to be changed for every unit. So we can say it clearly that marginal cost is not having any link with the fixed cost. So fixed cost is not having any link with marginal cost. So this concept you have to keep in mind, because marginal cost doesn't depend on fixed cost, because it is fixed for every unit it is being reduced. It is linked with the variable cost. So marginal cost is linked with the variable cost. So further I will tell you the formula to calculate MC with the help of TVC, or TVC with the help of MC. So let us discuss about the second point. First point is clear, means there is no link with the fixed cost with the marginal cost. Second point we are going to discuss here, that same marginal cost is associated with the total variable cost and total cost. So total cost exceed the total variable cost by a constant amount. The addition in the total cost for additional unit of output would be the same as the addition to the total variable cost. So MC derived from TVC. So as I told you that when we are adding, suppose, okay, I have to take this one. What is going on? So suppose we are having the total cost 10 and additional unit is added plus 1. So whatever the change in that total cost, that is variable cost, means suppose 10 plus 5, so it will be 15. So MC will be 15 minus 10 is equal to 5. So like that we can find out. So MC is related with the variable cost. I have told this thing that TVC is linked with the marginal cost. So the second concept is clear. Now I am going for third concept, which is linked with this one. So MC is U-shaped. As you are watching in that figure, MC is U-shaped. Why it is U-shaped? The answer is same which was there before, because of law of variable proportion. It is negatively sloped in that initial stage, and after that equilibrium level, okay, wait a minute, see here, after that equilibrium it will go increasing. So after utilization of resources fully, that MC will increase after every additional unit is being produced because of decreasing return, and because of increasing return it is coming down till when equilibrium level is not achieved, or means optimum use of resources is not being done. So I hope you understood this concept also, why MC is U-shaped. Now finally fourth thing which I am going to discuss with you, that is that TVC is the sum total of MC, different MC. So we can say so that MC1, okay, what is going on today? So wait a minute, MC1, MC2, MC3, all these things are related to or equal to TVC of last one. So for example, that table number 8.2 you can go through. 8.2 table, you can see here TVC 132, you can see here fourth number. So MC1, MC2, MC3. So you can see here 40, 36, 26 and 30. So sum total of these four will be 132. So I hope so it is clear. What is concept? So I have discussed you four concepts about TVC. First one I have discussed that MC is not linked with the fixed cost, and the second concept I have discussed that MC is linked with total variable cost. Third concept I have discussed that MC curve is U-shaped due to law of variable proportion. And fourth concept I have discussed that if we are willing to compute TVC, then we can take the sum total of MC, or we can say so that TVC is sum total of MC. So that concept is very clear to you. So these four concept is clear. Now we will discuss about relationship between AC and MC. So let us go through the next slide. So this is MC is U-shaped. So why MC is U-shaped? You can see here that when the average cost curve is U-shaped, the corresponding marginal cost curve will also be U-shaped. So it will always be cut the cost curve from its minimum point of the blow. So that we'll discuss with the help of diagram. I will make you clear here like this what we are going to discuss. So suppose this is ATC curve and this is MC curve. So where MC curve will cut, it is ATC, it is MC. So ATC curve will cut that, MC curve will cut or will intersect ATC curve from the below at the equilibrium point, and afterwards it will go upwards, or MC will more than ATC. So this concept we are going to discuss here. And why we are going to discuss this one? Because MC curve is below the average cost curve before that maximum utilization of resources, and when we are utilizing that one, then MC is equal to AC. You can see it with the help of table, that here MC and AC will be equal at the point of equilibrium. So you can go through 30 and 30 on okay. So that is the one concept. Now we are going to discuss the another concept. When marginal cost is more than average cost, is rising. In figure number 4 we can go through. MC curve lies above the ATC curve beyond Q1 of level of output, and this range ATC curve is rising so long as the marginal cost is higher than average cost, and it pulls up the average cost, leading the rise in average cost. So we can say, so after that resources, that MC will be more than ATC, and MC will more than ATC. Why? Because of overcrowding of the resources due to law of variable proportion. So now we are going to discuss, you can see with the help of this diagram, all these three things, whatever the relationship between MC and AC. So 3 points are there. I will explain you 3 points one by one together. So see here, first point, when marginal cost is less than average cost. So you can see here MC is less than average cost. Here this one, this is average cost. Then what happens? Average cost is falling. You can see, so that average cost, either the ATC or AVC, both are falling. And whenever MC intersect this point and this point, after this both point, ATC and AVC is started to rise. Why? Because of resources are fully utilized, then ATC will increase and MC will also increase. So MC will be more than ATC or AVC after that maximum utilization of resources. So first point is clear. While MC intersect ATC or AVC, then MC is below than ATC or AVC. Second point, when marginal cost is more than average cost is rising. So you can see here, MC is intersecting and afterwards MC, oh, what is going on? See here, MC is rising here, so AC and AVC, ATC is also rising. So why it is so? Because marginal cost is higher than average cost, and it pulls up the average cost, leading to rise in the average cost. So why TVC will rise? Total variable cost will be more, because after optimum level of resources, that cost will increase after every additional unit. Due to TVC, AVC will also increase and ATC will also increase, and marginal cost will also increase. So last third point in the relationship is MC cost is equal to average cost at the constant. So average cost is constant here and here, these points, when MC intersect these two, and this point is the point where is the maximum utilization of resources are being achieved in the case of law of variable proportion. So I hope you understood what I am willing to say. So next we are going to discuss some more points. So these I have explained you with the help of that diagram. We are going to discuss one more important point, that it is more important note that the relationship between the marginal cost and average cost is only about direction of movement of average cost and the magnitude of marginal cost. So we cannot say anything about the direction of movement of marginal cost from the direction movement of average cost. So marginal cost and average cost, how they will move, we cannot declare this one, because marginal cost is separate phenomena. We can discuss about that direction only, not magnitude. Magnitude means how much change will be there, that cannot be fixed by the average cost, because average cost is having average fixed cost also, and fixed cost is not linked with the marginal cost, and marginal cost depend only on variable cost. So that we can say, so that average cost and marginal cost cannot be predicted in the magnitude with the help of AC and MC. So I hope you stay home, stay safe, have a nice day.